It's the all new Power Mornings with Letty and Teddy on Power 106. I know, we got to get with it because we got our guy, legend, Sean Paul here with us.
Hey,
Sean Paul, like
go.
for real, bowing down. Amazing.
Thank you guys, man.
Dude, Sean, you have fangs in your teeth.
It's not fangs, it's lion teeth.
Lion.
Lion teeth. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Oh my
I
God.
FaceTime my daughter. The first thing she said, lion teeth. And I was like,
I love that.
That's the thing about Sean. Anything he says is cool. Like lion teeth. Like I can't be that fucking cool, man.
Yeah, you just did it, bro. You just did it.
I don't. But see, I know, Dan. I can't do the Jamaican accent in front of you because I feel like I'm not Jamaican, so I can't.
All the time. Make him do it.
Yo, do something like.
No.
You did the
what do you do when we give away Sean Paul tickets?
All right, set it up. Ready?
Okay, all new Power Mornings, and we got tickets to see Sean Paul at the Nolo.
That's right, Sean Paul and Sasha. Tickets now. That's horrible, right?
Tickets now.
Tickets to
Call me up.
Sasha now. Wow.
He's sounding like, call me now.
She's good.
She's doing good?
She's doing Christian music, but she's doing good. Yeah.
May the Lord be with you, Sasha.
Amen.
Amen. See, this is my guy.
Loki sounds like Miss Cleo when he does this. I need to stop him. Call me now.
I also sound like a leprechaun. Like you would think that I'm talking about.
Yeah.
She said Miss
No, my God.
She got the jokes.
Look.
Well, we're here for a great reason.
Yes.
Album is coming out.
Yeah, bro.
I'm going to get it right. You say and I say, so how would you say?
Scorcher.
Scorcha. Let's go, Scorcha.
Everything's so hot with you. And, sometimes people use, like, these metaphors and these names for albums. But really, when it's about you, Sean, you make it make sense. Like, it is a Scorcher,
Hot music, hot boy. You know what I mean?
Been doing this.
Hot streets, hot beats.
There you go.
Now, like Sean, this album is coming out this week. It's a big deal. What was the inspiration behind it? Was it just like, I've been locked up for years, like the pandemic? Or was it like, the game is getting kind of, and I need to be reminded?
A little bit of both, man. Like I always get that itch, like, I need to come back. I need to, have a record out. And so I'm always in the studio. But yeah, during the pandemic, man, it's 2 years, just sitting there. So I did the 2 albums, put them together. Some of the work had been done before, like preliminary linking people and even writing of hooks and stuff like that. But, it's important to me to put albums out. It's still, even though it's a streaming world. Yeah. Just to, like, kind of cement, like, how that whole feeling for me at that point in time. So Scorch is dropping May 27th.
Let's go.
And full of hits, full of crazy beats, full of crazy artists.
Yeah.
Some giants in there.
Yeah. Pia Mia, we just released that single. Also Damien, Junior Gang Marley, and Nicky Jam, which we released also on 420 just the other day. So I've been putting out singles pretty quickly. Big up Ty Dolla $ign on the album, big up Tovlo on the album, big up Gwen Stefani and Shensia on the album, Jada Kingdom, Stylo G. Just a great amount of collabs and also crazy. Good vibes, bro. Good vibes.
No big
Party
deal.
vibes and some thoughtful tracks too, but yeah.
Okay.
Shensia came in here and she did a freestyle and she blew our minds. And she won a lot of people over. Yeah. You seeing that from an artistic point and then also loving that she reps how you rep. You know what I'm saying? Was that like a given? You had to connect with her.
I the first time I saw her was Instagram about 2015, 16 maybe, and she was singing Silent Night, and I was like, who is this? She's beautiful.
Yeah.
And like I never, a lot of times ladies were singing at home because of the dancehall music, they try to go so hard. She does too. She goes hard, she spits, she goes crazy. But when I heard her singing the Silent Night, I was like, damn, let me find out more about who she is, what she does. And then she put out a big song with Vibes Cartel, and that blew her up, and I've been supporting ever since. Been in studio with her. She got a lot of criticism at first, but like, she didn't write that, blah, blah, blah. But I've seen her. Her pen is potent. So we've done music together. I've recorded her for my production, and we've also done like these 2 collabs. One's on her album. It's called Lying If I Call It Love.
Ooh.
That's a dope piece of reggae tune. Yeah. And then this one I did with her and Gwen Stefani is called Light My Fire. And No, it ain't about smoking.
I love that.
But it is smoking. It's a smoking track.
I can't wait to hear that.
Yeah.
Dope.
Yeah.
We're shooting the video soon. We're just trying to get everybody's schedules together. You know what I mean?
And you do that a lot. Like you collaborate with a lot of female artists. I feel like that, like you make it a point, right?
Yeah, you know, I mean, for my first song, "Baby Girl, Don't Cry No More," tell me say you can't take the pain no longer. Dash away that boy for sure.
Hey.
All the ladies were like, "Yo, you my DJ." So I'm like, "Yo, I mean." You know, ladies are giving me so much inspiration just by me going out and buying a drink and watching her dance.
Right.
You know what I mean? So just even that little piece of inspiration, not to mention so much insight in life, conversations and stuff. So for me, it's like that's where I come from. I want to kind of just like paint pictures for the ladies and make them feel good and that kind of vibe.
But what about when she can't dance, Sean?
Hey.
Because listen, if TikTok was around when I was a teenager, I'd be learning how to do the temperature dance or trying my best.
Yeah.
I needed instructions because watching the videos itself, I can't. I suck.
Yo,
I try.
But you know, like the great Bob Marley said, when the music hits, you feel no pain. So it may be painful for people to see, but for the person doing it, they just they loving it. You know what I mean?
Bob Marley never seen her dance. Like on a dance floor, she really stuck like glue. Like
I tried.
She ain't going nowhere.
You don't got the timing thing down.
It'll happen.
I
don't know.
You just got to get the right dance partner.
It was so intimidating watching just like even like the basement scene and your music. Yeah. Oh my God, I wish in all my life like to even be able to do that. But if you ever come out with a class or videos or tutorials, I'm telling you, there's something there.
I can teach you right now outside and get
go.
real close.
I don't know if you know how Jamaicans dance. I'm letting you know right now. It ain't like y'all ain't gonna
I wind. I don't know if it's slow wind. I don't know if it's rewind. I don't know if it's unwind. But
slow,
I wind.
All of those slow, rewind, unwind, very good. But there's a dance in Jamaica called daggering that.
Is that the
diving off thing?
Yeah.
That's the one I can't.
You won't do.
If it was for that dancing alone, I wouldn't probably not be someone who could move either.
Is there an easy one that you can do? Like if it's just like signal the plane?
They have a new one. It's kind of like that. It's called Lego the Bird.
Lego the Bird.
Or something like this.
Ooh, I can do that.
You got it.
I don't know how to do it though, but something like that. Yeah.
Listen, how do you take this statement? Okay, Sean Paul is a national treasure.
Oh wow,
a national because honestly, like when we think, I mean, remember we're outside looking, super outside looking, and we're in LA, California, but we've been following your journey for years now, and you've been the soundtrack of our lives, and you keep continuing to give us these hits. So to us, like we think about Jamaica, we think about Sean Paul. Sean Paul is a national treasure. I didn't take that.
Boy, and that's big accolades, man. I rep for my country, as we saying in that song with Nicky Jam and Junior Gang. And just rep for the people who are the simple people who my initials is SP, and people always say, oh, for Sean Paul. I'm like, no, it's simple people, because that's where I come from with my thoughts, with my heart. Like
humble.
If you could survive in the simplest of settings, which a lot of people have to, there's so much that is open to your it opens your mind up. There's a lot of times the clutter and all the things in life, like the material things, they keep your mind locked.
They get in the way.
Yeah, they get in the way. And so even though there's a lot of negative that happens when you have none of those material things, because of the society that we do live in, it's good to understand that if you could survive like that, you could survive anywhere.
Whew.
Yeah, you can make it anywhere. So the ups and downs and the disappointments, I'm like, yo, it doesn't matter. Like, it's about the people for me. At this point, you said, national treasure. Thank you, bro. But, I just say that Jamaica itself is a treasure for me. and the people themselves too. So big up my country, big up Jamaica, man.
Yeah, man. And I think just anything the world gains from anything that comes out of Jamaica, whether it be the music, the artists, the exports. You know what I'm saying? The ganja, not gonna lie, like that is a gift given to the whole world.
Herb is the healing of the nation. Like I grew up hearing Rasta say that on the corners and in music, and I'm like, herb is the healing of the nation. Why they say that, Mama? And she's like, don't listen to them. I used to smoke, and it gave, she got scared of that. But then, I started checking it out, and then also the world started checking it out. They're saying, oh, CBDs is great for you,
right?
And it does this and that, and I'm like, wow, there's some people that are getting the benefits of the calming effects of certain things that this plant. It's dope.
Yeah.
So big up ganja.
Yes, there we go. No, scientifically proven too. So, like you said, like the
healing
CBD
of the nation.
The album is Scorcha, and like you said, you have Nicky Jam on it. You know, having known Nicky Jam just because of reggaeton and all of that, I know there's clearly the origin is reggae. The origin is reggae for everything, for hip hop, for reggaeton, for Latin trap, which is an evolution of all of that. Do you see these things and clearly always being someone that ties it back to home, seeing just all of the branches that reggae is taking on? How do you feel about it, looking at like Latin trap or reggaeton?
Oh, love it. Love it. I mean, reggaeton is a music that, as I was saying before, it talks from the street, from right now. Same thing with dancehall, same thing with hip hop. It's like it's about what's happening now today, like in our lives, and it's not so much about sweetie, sweetie, I love you. There are songs like that,
right?
But there's some real stuff. You know what I mean? And that's important for us to speak about. If we never heard someone say something in a gangster rap song or a hardcore dancehall song where it's like we're talking violence, then you wouldn't, then you would kind of think that if you didn't come from an era like that life's hunky dory for everyone. So it's kind of like it's a street newspaper for me. You know what I mean? Dancehall music, hip hop, reggaeton, the Afrobeat is telling you about us. And if people have a problem with how it sounds and what they're saying, then that's just know that we've started a conversation. Yeah. And it's to be fixed. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I definitely feel bad because I saw that you said that dancehall is not summer. It's not just summer music.
Yeah,
and I was like, shit, because like it's what gets us in the vibe during the summertime, and even with reggaeton, because I feel like even with reggaeton, like in the beginning, you would classify it just like with the shit that you listen to in a party, right? Yeah, but it's more than that. Like the message, like you said, is deeper than that.
There is like in that song with me and Juna Gang and Nicky Jam. It's like, yo, we're talking about facing life's adversities. With no fear, and we're talking about where we're coming from. Junior Gang talking about police chasing him. Police ain't chasing him now, but he's coming from. He's just speaking about people trying to win in the race, and then it's just police chasing you. You feel like that. Big up to the security, police and everybody who's doing their job. But it's just sometimes that we have to talk about the hard times that we do face when interacting with each other. Yeah. And that's what this song's kind of speaking about. Just having no fear and being being tough and rough on the edges, man.
Where you come from, exactly. Yeah. That's what Nicky's saying in the song.
Yeah.
So okay, but don't be mad at us when we listen to you in the summertime, though. Just
it's good.
Ultimate vibes in the summer, but also all year round.
For sure. Yeah. For sure. That's where we come from. I mean, it's about life now, and so life now.
I love that.
In December ain't summer, so.
Facts. But except if you're in Cali. Summer all year.
Yeah, it's same thing in Jamaica. Same thing.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh, we gotta go.
Now,
you need to go, bro.
For real.
Not only are you the national treasure and just making sure everybody can dance, you also know how to talk to the ladies. No one like you, Sean. This guy needs help talking to the ladies. He's about to get married.
Oh, yo.
Yes.
Look,
do you
congrats,
have
bro.
advice on keeping the love strong with him and his wife, Ashley?
The way she set it up was like, how do I talk to ladies? By the way, he's getting married. It's like, hey, yo.
I think you already taled to her.
Yeah.
I already talked to her. But I do need advice, man. Coming from an OG, you know what I'm saying? Like we got a friendship, bro. Let me know. Like,
yeah, for sure. You know, for me, when I got married, people said, yo, you gonna bite the bullet. Make sure you biting a good bullet. And for me, bro, I know I did, and I know you have good judgment too, sir. And she probably has better judgment. You know what I mean?
It's debatable. It's debatable.
But that's the point. A happy wife, happy life.
Yeah.
And you know, we're different, and women add some things to our lives that we can't bring ourselves.
Ooh.
You know what I mean? I heard somebody say it, like, give a woman something, she multiply it, right?
Yeah.
So that's important to understand. It's important to understand, bro. And jokes, and you got that lock, man. You know, sense of humor is important, for sure. It keeps things fresh. You know, just the other day, me and the wife, we was planning on doing like going to the beach early one morning after she dropped the kids to the school, and we didn't get to do it because something happened the night before. So we ended up eating lunch in the parking lot of the school, waiting on it. It was as good as the beach, right. But we had to make time. So make some time, bro. You know, so
that's
leave
really
work now and go.
Got you.
Go do something sweet. Take her to the beach or to the parking lot. Pick one.
Yeah, something.
That was great. Yeah.
Listen,
that's a drop mic right there.
And what I wanted him to say was like, "Oh yeah, I'll perform at the wedding. Don't even worry about it." I thought that's what you were going to say. I don't know if you know this,
but that's how he got everyone to go to the wedding. Yeah. That's the whole reason you're here right now.
If you look under your chair,
I'm performing at the wedding. Yeah.
It could be via Zoom. You could just record right now and play later.
Listen, if you look under the chair, there's a trip to Cancun right there for you, brother. It's not first class. It's basic economy. But hey,
I got you, bro. I got you.
Now there is a debate that's been going on. I don't know how this thing popped off. Right, we're talking about the Verzuz.
It's a big debate.
You brought up your big bro Shaggy, right?
Yeah,
that's your big bro.
Yeah,
and you said that you didn't want to do one with him.
No, I mean, for me, I think that we are the two biggest players in the genre, and for us to be like, man,
going against each other.
Yeah, for me, there's things in our culture that's negative. Like I could give you examples. Like Jamaica, we like to smoke, right? So, but there's people who put grabber in their weed. It's tobacco.
Yeah.
And for me, as a naturalist, as a natural weed smoker, that's a negative part of our culture that kids they just putting it together with tobacco. So, because I don't really like tobacco. So I leave that out. And so for every part of my life, I leave out certain negative things I don't want to, indulge in.
Yeah.
And that to battle someone, it takes skill. I understand it. I love it. I know the energy. I used to love seeing it. But I think we could make more of an impact by helping out, like doing the album I did called Live and Living, where I collaborated with so much different artists from home. And he's doing his own steps. Like he's just got a doctorate also.
Oh wow!
Yeah, we're as you said, you called me national treasure, bro. And then we're gonna bicker it out on the highway that Bob Marley built for us to walk on. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So for me, battle rap is cool and I get it, but it's not part of my repertoire. It's not part of his either.
Yeah,
we've accomplished so much without doing it. People like Coffee didn't battle to get where she at now. Neither Shensia. You know what I mean? We're dope artists. So I just kind of wanted to big up the genre. I don't want to go at it like that, man. He sold 15 mil. I never did that. But I got 19 songs on the top 20 chart. Like people want to see us. Like I'm like I don't want to do it. So
no need to compare. It's just great on both ends.
Yeah, and him from the beginning, he was like, "Yo, you want to do this?" I was like, "Bro, I ain't feeling it." He's like, "All right, I got you." And,
you should have talked that shit. Be like, "What are you gonna do? Perform it? Was it me 15 times?"
Don't get him started. No.
You crazy.
Yeah.
But not only him. Like who else? You know what I mean? Who else helped to break a genre so heavily internationally?
Crazy
and
worldwide.
I got 19 hits on the top 20 Billboard. Like I got hits, man. So it's like I don't know.
Maybe you put it. Yeah,
no, that was
I
perfectly
think
put.
it's more about unity with you. You don't have to go do all that.
Yeah, for me, unity is the best community, especially when I'm repping for my country. I'm repping for, there's enough negative things.
Yeah.
There's enough negative things.
Respect that.
Okay, I want to talk to you about, because I'm looking straight at your chest. I'm not looking at your boobs, I promise. I'm looking at your crystal. So that could either be citrine or clear quartz. Which one is it? Do you know?
Oh, wow.
Or just something for good luck?
I think it's clear quartz.
Yeah.
And let me tell you who gave me it. A very important person gave me this. His name is Lee Scratch Perry. Lee Scratch Perry was the person who made Bob Marley and the Wailers sound like they did when they just broke. Like he was R&B, kind of funky dance, reggae music. And he passed away last year, man.
Wow.
He gave me this in 2005. He was a really eclectic person. And it's just so crazy that I moved and I found it back in a box that he gave me from 2005. And I was like, I'm going to wrap it up and put it on. And a few months later, he passed. So very crazy vibe.
And that's very positive stone, clears energies, all of that. So wow, legendary. Well, let me tell you about my bracelet. This is called an ojo bracelet. Do you know what ojo is?
So the eye.
And yes, the evil eye. In Spanish community, at least Latinos, we believe that somebody can give you the evil eye, jealousy. Sometimes it happens to babies.
And that kind of
so the only thing that blocks it is this bracelet.
Ojo.
You know, ojo bracelet.
That's how you say
yeah.
ojo.
Ojo, like eye.
I'll tell you a funny story. My mom used to swim for Jamaica. She went to Mexico in 1964, I think, something like that, to go swim for Jamaica.
Wow.
And her mom thought she knew Spanish and ordered 2 ojos on toast.
No.
She wanted eggs, right?
Yeah.
On toast.
Yeah.
So she's like, 2 ojos, and they're like, what? You say huevos for eggs.
Huevos. She ordered eyes, and low-key they probably served her because we have eye tacos.
Oh, yeah. she probably got someone like, this is not eggs on
That's
toast.
not eggs.
But yeah, when you say ojo, remind me of that,
like ward off evil eye.
They probably went like this at her too.
Yeah.
They probably know.
Is that how you got into swimming? Because your mom swim?
Yeah, my father used to swim for Jamaica in the 60s. They were both Caribbean champions.
Oh.
My aunt too. So I grew up with them, like teaching swimming every summer. So they were like kids being like, and they'd push me and look, he could do it. Yeah. So it's a tradition. I play water polo and swimming for my country. So did my brother. And I got to take my son to the pool.
Yeah, how are the kids with it?
Yeah, he's 5 years old and he like doing his thing.
Is it
and
natural?
like, yo, this kid. So yeah, I'm loving it. He loves the water. It's cool stuff.
That's awesome.
You enjoy fatherhood a lot. I could just tell.
Yeah,
just,
man.
cool.
My
when you
kids
talk about
changed
it,
me, man. Because I see
Lion teeth.
Yeah, exactly. But like I see things in them and I'm like, no, that's wrong. They shouldn't. I'm like, yo, where you get that from? And then I'm realizing it's me they're getting it from. Damn. So it's making me a better person. You know what I mean?
Yeah. How old is your oldest?
5 years old. And my daughter's about to be 3 in August.
Oh, so the boy's 5 and she's 3. And do they know who Sean Paul is?
My son, my daughter's like, hey, yeah, Sean Paul every now and then. But my son is really into it now. Like FaceTime when I'm on the stage at times and he's checking me out. Like you can't say nothing to him. He's just like, he likes to drum. You know, we haven't started any real lessons with him, but I'm
just letting him feel it out.
Yeah,
that's amazing.
He sings. He made up a song the other day. He said, "The stars are bigger than planets." And I'm like, "Yo, bro, where did you hear those lyrics?" He's like, "I just made it up."
What's his name?
Levi Blaze.
Man, I see it. Yo, Levi Blaze gonna win a Grammy in 20 years.
I'm already seeing it.
Hey.
Everybody's talking about crystals, and nobody want to ask me about my crystals.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we have to ask.
Yeah, I don't know what this is.
Well, you got a host.
I don't know. It's supposed to protect me too. But it's going to protect me from this next question because I'm going to get a little spicy. You got, honestly, like records, like huge records that we grew up to. But there's a lot of other great, dancehall songs that we grew up to. So I was just curious, what is one dancehall song that's not yours that you wish,
that song?
That I should have made. I wish I had
too
that.
Much. There's too much. There's so much people I rate in the business. When people ask me, you know, who's your influence? Shabba Rank, Super Cat, Beanie Man, Bounty Killer. There's so much. Spragga Benz. Like, I have to call their names. Yeah. On my first album, Stage 1, I listed out a lot of people's names that I got influence from.
Like honoring them.
Yeah. But so, let me see. let me big up Beanie Man right now. Old Dog Like Me, that's a big tune.
Man.
So he's saying like he got a lot of ladies in the song. So,
a Beanie song.
Yeah, Old Dog Like Me, we have the gal in a 2s and 3s. And everybody know it while already. Believe you me never string cut on a vagina. Yeah. So,
she's a Beanie.
Yeah. So big up him, big up Dave Kelly. He's a producer, a prolific rhythm that was, dope.
My man.
Man, Scorcher is the album. Sean Paul, thank you so much
for
coming through.
Thank you.
You're just great energy all around. Low key, you're in LA. I bet you get mistaken for Mexican because you low key look like one of my primos. Not gonna lie, one of my cousins. Yeah.
Yeah. All the time, people like talking to me in Spanish. I'm like, what? Like,
ojo,
huevos. Ojo on toast, please. Can you get a bottle of water? Like, huh? And I was like, oh, agua.
Yes.
Yeah. So, and there's one thing I really regret in life, like really regret.
Mm-hmm.
I used to give a lot of trouble in Spanish class. In my school.
Yeah.
Because I just wasn't good at catching the...
Yeah, getting it. Right.
So, and the lady said to me, my teacher said to me, Mrs. Ricketts, I remember her name, big girl, she said, you're going to regret and she like, there's a lot of ladies and that speak Spanish throughout the world, second most spoken language. And I'm like, I probably never need it.
Mm-hmm.
And then now I'm singing music and, you know, reggaeton being so good, so big, and people coming to me like, yo, let's do music. I'm like, wow. If I did speak Spanish fluently, like, I probably could have had a lot more songs like with a J Balvin stuff that I've been
You
doing.
and Bad Bunny, baby. I need to see that.
Right?
Well, how did you record the Punky Spanish remix? It's like
7 hours of somebody teaching me, like, yo, say it
you
like
killed
this.
it though.
Yeah,
you killed it though.
Thank you. So when I did Contra La Pared with J Balvin, he's teaching me the pronunciation, but after we did it, I heard his pronunciation. I'm like, yo, bro, that's a little different. So I'm like, caramba, que fue, que me tenés contra la pared. Pide una vez, pide dos, pide tres. Otra vez, ya como estaré. So, but I said otra vez.
Yeah, you said it right, otra vez.
But he's saying in his, he sound like he's saying otra vez. Yeah, he's leaving us.
He's
I wish
singing
I did that, you know what I mean? I wish I kind of got it more, but so yeah. You know,
let's jump him. He did that on purpose. He didn't want you to be better than him on the song. We see what you did, J Balvin.
Nah, man, he's a G, man. Big up J.
Yeah,
man, one of the coolest guys in the world.
For sure.
Our brother Sean Paul.
Thank you so much, Sean Paul, for hanging out with us.
Scorcher.
Scorcha.
See, he can't say that. J Balvin can't say
Scorcher.